Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of What's Up Wednesdays with your host, Polish Gaming. Now, I just addressed last week in regards to Wednesday. Unfortunately, I was a little bit sick, so I'll be doubling up on this week's episode with what I played last week and this week in regards to Xbox games and stuff like this. And yeah, without further ado, we'll get into it. So this week we got a couple of DLCs with Z-Warp getting another 1,000 DLC. Like I say, a lot of these games do get 1,000 DLC. You end up getting to pretty much, around about 5,000 gamer score. Some 6,000. I think only one is 6,000 Cruise Brothers. But other than that, it's normally around about 5,000. It gets to over time. They release these every so or so months. But Z-Warp, which is a shoot 'em up, that got DLC of 1,000. Sokomage, which is like a puzzle kind of, like I say, one of those ones where you got to basically grab the ball, pretty much push it into its hole. So you got to go up, right, left, all these kind of things to actually get it to its destination. Some levels can be a little bit tricky. Most of those, I tend to use a walkthrough. I'm pretty much looking down and going up, right, down, left, finish the level, like kind of stuff like that. So I don't really kind of focus on what the game's really about. All I know is they're really puzzly games. I've got a few of them this week in regards to it. So those were the DLC updates here. Next one here was a full game called Will Die Alone. Now, this one was a really ominous, kind of really odd style of game. Basically, you're pretty much on a computer. You're just basically going through emails, going through notes and stuff like this to try and figure out. It's very odd. It kind of had no meaning, well, to me, I guess, because I was basically going through it with a walkthrough. But a lot of it was pretty much like, yeah, almost, I don't know, suicidal thoughts, I guess. I don't know. It's like a very interesting game how it goes. And basically, a lot of these co-workers are dying and you're trying to save them in a sense, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Not entirely sure how the game works. It was an easy 1,000, so I went for it. So, yeah. Next one here is called Exitman Deluxe. Now, this one here was supposed to be an easy 1,000. The last achievement in it, which is I haven't got yet, is basically very RNG. So, yeah, basically very random number generator. It's just crazy on how the AI reacts. You got to go all the way up to, it gets to like, say, A negative, then A plus. You've only got to get to A. But the problem is I get to A negative. If I'm in B plus, they're easy. Basically, I'll tell you how the game goes. So it's almost like I can't remember what that cutout game was in Japan, where basically you got to kind of match the silhouette. Like this, you basically you got a roof. It's got certain holes. You basically got to make sure you're in those holes. If you don't, you die. So you get squashed. So the whole point of it is to pretty much get ahead of it before the AI. Most of the time, like I said, before A negative, they're pretty easy. Like it's pretty easy. They get stuck in really stupid areas. Then it gets to A negative and it just ramps up. Like you should see the people that have complained about it. It's just crazy. And sometimes you could get them on round 10. Some days you would go to round 56. Like it's totally random. And sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes it's really hard. So I will get back to it. But unfortunately, I only got 890 in that. So I need 110 more game score, which is that last achievement. Next one here is Mirrored Souls. That was 1,000 gamer score. Now, this was quite a fun one because it's a puzzle gamer, almost like tied together. Was it that one that tethered together or whatever? But basically, you're not tethered together. You're tethered together almost by controls. So if I go right, that character goes left. So it's all in reverse. So you jump left, it'll jump right. So it's like you go boom, boom, boom. The first part's easy, but then there's ones where you have to jump up to this section. Then jump as this person's falling so that you can hold. So you get into specific spaces so that they're jumping like that kind of thing instead of going like that. They're more going like. It's hard to explain, but it's pretty much you're mirrored. So everything that you do on the right, they're doing on the left, opposite of you. Interesting game, really easy 1,000 to get. So it was just quite a fun, interesting game. Finally got around to finishing Shield King. I kind of understood how to play the game a little bit better. It's that one that I was telling you about where you got a shield and pretty much you just got to dash and hit enemies. There's no actual, there is power-ups, there's slowdown, there's ice slowdown, there's power-up, make yourself strong and stuff. But basically what you want to do is you kind of want to go back and get the complete vials of these power-ups. So the way to do it is stay on like level 17 and just keep attacking them, get these power-ups until you've got a big stack of full power-ups of health, full power-ups of strength, full power-ups of this. Just do it, and then basically it becomes a breeze when you go into the later levels. So, yeah, and if you do fail in any of those points, you can go back and pretty much just keep rinsing, repeating over that until it's almost like an XP kind of game until you get strong enough to go take on the last 2 bosses. Got 150 in that. There was 2 achievements for 75 left, one for level 18 and one for level 20, I think it was. But that's finished. Next one here is called Detective Stella Porta Case. This was 1,000 gamer score. Basically, you're trying to find, it's pretty much CSI. It's pretty much CSI is for you. You're going around finding clues to try and find out who got murdered. You're going back to these scenes, to go back to this place, to go back to here. There's 4 acts, but you got to go all through all of them and then go back on things to figure out the case. But relatively fun, but most of the time I pretty much use the walkthrough as some of the things I don't think you'll ever find where they're hidden. So it's crazy. Next one here is Cybertrash Statyx. This is 1,000 gamer score. Now, this is a run and gun. It starts out as just the average platform, but then it turns into almost like a run and gun platformer. You're constantly shooting as you're jumping up things. Relatively cool, pretty easy. I did screw up one point where basically you had to go back in a dream sequence and play tag with your friend, but you've got to beat her, and I didn't beat her. I didn't even know what I was doing, so I just basically went to the next level, and that's a missable achievement. So I went right back to the start and went about a quarter away from the game to finish it. So other than that, easy 1,000 if you really read about it before you go into it. Next one here is Little Bear. Now, this is a 2,000 gamer score platformer. I can't remember actually the company, but I ended up looking up the company, and they got a whole list of 2,000 gamer scores, so I'll probably be filtering through all those. I've got a couple more in here as well. But this is just basically running the more platformer, jumping over, being a bear, trying to collect honey, watch out for bees. Not much to be said. Get to level 30, that's all the whole 2,000 gamer score there. Oh, and restart the level multiple times. This company tends to like doing their restart levels, like restart level 25 times all up. Like it's, I don't know why, their achievements are always the same. But next one here, I am currently in the middle of an alphabet challenge on true achievements, where basically you have to get an achievement of, say, an achievement starting with A, then an achievement starting with B. Currently, I was up to K, and I couldn't find anything in the easy games that was there. And then I looked back on Forza Motorsport 6 had this achievement called Kickback. It's only worth 10 game score. Pretty easy. Basically, you just got to win 100% of, so you got to have 100% cash credits at the end. So 100% boost on cash credits. So basically the way to do it, I won a 60, then I won a 30, and then I won a 10. So you just got to basically buy them. I was lucky to win 10 on the last credits that I had to get this achievement. So managed to get a 60, 30, 10, which makes 100. Done that. Just win a race pretty easily. You go right to the end, and I won that race, and it didn't really pop. And I'm like, oh, well, it didn't work. Jump off the game, can't be bothered. As I jumped off the game, it popped. It's very weird with Forza. Some of the old achievements were a little bit dodgy. But yeah, so that got K. And then... and a lot of the other, currently I'm up to O. No. Yeah, I got N, so I'm up to O. So I'm just trying to find a game where I can find O. Other than that, I'll go back on old games to try and figure out O. Next one here, I went back to go try find, what is that, K, M. An M achievement, which was in Carmageddon for the Xbox One. Now, I remember playing this game as a kid. I loved it. It's relatively the same thing. Very cheesy in the graphics, cheesy kind of arcadey style. Not that great, but cool, funny, just hilarious game. Killing so many pedestrians. One of the achievements in it was started with M, so I went back over it, but ended up not getting it and finding it an easier game. But I did get an achievement in it called a load of laps, which you have to do 60 laps of any race, basically. So there, I got that level 4, and that was 40G. So I want to go back and finish that game because it's only got 3 more achievements left. One is 16,166 pedestrians, 2 multiplayer missions, and it's done. So it should be pretty easy. Next one here is Shy Cat's Hidden Orchestra, 1000G. Now, this one I've talked about before, but I think it's just Shy Dog's Hidden Orchestra. I think there's a few of these. I think there's Shy, there's another Shy one. I can't remember. It's just come out. I want to actually get it to give it a go. Same principle. You got a whole lot of cats. They're all shy. You bring them out. They play percussion. They play stringed instruments. They play basically a lot of instruments, and they all add together. They make a pretty out of it tune. But if you can single different ones out once you find them, and you can single them out and make a pretty wicked tune of it. But cool 1000. Like I say, I will play the last one that's in the Hidden Orchestra series, so it's pretty fun. Next one here is Sunbeam Feast. This was 2000 gamer score. very run-of-the-mill platformer. Another one of the same game company that done Little Bear. It's basically just the kind of same principle, restarts and get to level 30. So pretty easily. Next one here is Chip and Charge, 1,000 gamer score. Now, I initially thought Chip and Charge, it sounds like a golf game, seems pretty easy. I'll go for it. I don't mind golf games. Next thing was a tennis game. Weird. Really absolutely average tennis game too. We're talking the worst controllers I've ever played. It's just manky. It's just, you don't know where the ball's dropping. It starts getting annoying. You're basically just pushing the button constantly just to try and at least hit it. So not a great game, not highly rated, but 1,000 gamer score, not too bad. Next one here is Paper Flight Speedrush. This is a 1,000 gamer score, and this is kind of almost a sense, not a flight sim, but it's basically a flight game. You're pretty much a paper plane, and you're going through, you're grabbing little balloons to gain up your energy to dash. Then you've got to find the bad balloons and dash through them. Pretty simple game, very boring to be honest, but cool music. I quite like the music, and the graphics in it were pretty cool, so wasn't too bad. Next one here is Mimi the Cat, Mimi's Scratcher. This is another 2,000 gamer score by the same company as Little Bear and Sunbeam Feast. These last three are actually part of the like I say, they're part of the company that do this. I'll actually have to figure out the company name, but I will put all the links down below in terms of the trailers for these games, so you can have a little look if you want to have a look through there as well. It's 2,000 gamer score. Another puzzle one. All these last ones are pretty much the same puzzle ones. Up, up, down, right, right, up, down, right, right, all those kind of ones. So they're not very great. They're all the same. I do use walkthroughs for this. So like I say, it's not really, I don't go to my own and go, well, this one's better than that one. You know, they're all the same. So 2,000 gamer score for that one. Honeyland, 2,000 gamer score. You're a bear, you're getting honey. Kind of same principle as a platform that was from the same company, but it is a puzzle-like game as well. And Sokolab, 2000, another one. You're basically just trying to, you're in a laboratory, you're pretty much trying to put the box onto the exit, and then you've got to kind of later levels, you've got to grab electricity boxes to turn on the power to it, and blah, 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 all this. Boring, but 2,000 gamer score. So all up this week, it was 20,090 gamer score. Currently, Lush NZ is really powering behind me. He is actually in front of me at the moment. He won't be in front of me for much longer. I'm about to do a couple of 2,000 games. So he is hot on my trail. It's like maybe he might watch my videos or something like this, and he might be kind of gunning for me. If you are, dude, cool, I'm up for the challenge. I enjoy those challenges. It is frustrating me at the moment because I don't have a Windows PC so that I can absolutely obliterate you. But hey, have some fun. Have some fun in it, you know. I like a challenge. All right, and this week, before I show the games, this week, I'm not too sure if anybody is been going to McDonald's, but they've got some wicked cool Mario Kart 8 Deluxe little toys. They are quite cool. They come with stickers and everything like that in it, so I'll show you what they look like. Oh wait, this one doesn't come. Oh no, yes it does. Yes it does. But do you put it on it? I think you do. Hold on, does it show it like that? Yeah, you do. You put it on the front and everything like that. But I won't put it on the front. I might, if I get another double up for this, I probably will keep it in the box and have one out and thing. But they're relatively good, sturdy structure. All plastic, but spins well. Does what it needs to do. Does its job. I'm looking for the whole set. I believe there is a set of 5. I think there's a Peach, a Gold Mario, a Luigi, maybe a Bowser, and maybe a Shy Guy. I'm not too sure. I can't remember the last one, but yeah, it's I'm definitely keen on trying to collect the entire set, which is 5 of them. So anybody has any of these and they know me, come and see me. I'm keen. I might actually go to McDonald's and see if they'll sell me them just on their own. Now, next one here is a bit of a holy grail for PS1 and a bit of a holy grail for me because I love Squaresoft. Square Enix, they're one of my favorite companies because of Final Fantasy. I've got a lot. I've got Guys. I've got Chocobo Racing, Brave. I did have Brave Fencer on the NTSC years ago. I've got Bushido Blade. Pretty much if it's Square, I've got it. Like I even realized which game was it called? Rad Racer, which was on the NES. That's weirdly Square. You know, like, it's cool to have these kind of games. All the Final Fantasy games I've got. Anything Squaresoft or Square Enix, I really want it, you know. Not so much Square Enix, like with Lara Croft and Hitman and stuff. And I think that was Hitman. Was that Eidos? But either way, going into those kind of games, I'm not really too interested. But the older ones, hell yeah. I played this game. This game is cool. It's really cool. It goes off the same controls of, like, any Squaresoft game where it's square is X and X is A, B. No, sorry, circle, I guess. So it's really weird how they do it. But yeah, so it's square to accelerate, X to brake, R1 to do a power up, and left trigger to speed. So fun game, fun game. It's basically a Mario Kart clone, very Mario Kart-esque, same kind of principles, same kind of power ups, same kind of graphics. The way that you fall, the way that you get blown up, like whoa, 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 do all the spin and stuff like that. But fun. I actually quite enjoyed it. Very steep. It's very steep, like learning curve, because it was the first level. Was like, oh, this is way too easy. I'm gonna blitz for this. Second level, I just came last because I didn't understand how you basically got to go into the corners with the accelerator and then tap the X, like tap it. Then as you're about to hit the wall, tap it again, and then you'll kind of like do a drift, but you'll hold it. If you keep holding the drift, you'll wipe out. If you keep trying to drift like a Mario Kart, you will wipe out. It's just basically a tap, 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 tap. That's it, that kind of game. So fun. I got right through the first GP Cup, and I came first. 29 points, I think it was in the end. I could go back to this. I know there is a Chocobo GP on Switch. I think it might have only been Japan only, but pretty cool game. Like, honestly, he was pulling things out. Yeah, actually, where was it at? Because it was at 100% before, and now it's at... Oh, no, it's still at 100. Maybe it was I just left it off for a little while. If it was going to need a battery, $8 from AliExpress, and it's just a plug and play very easily. These things were made to be taken apart. They're not like other things we have to solder or anything. Like really easy, beginner level stuff, kind of like if you really want to get into it. I'm not that. I'm tech savvy in terms of it, and I am kind of hardware savvy in terms of taking things apart. I do kind of have that knowledge to just take things apart and understand them, but there's some stuff that I don't do. My mate does that, Kylan. He's got it soldered, like, amazing at soldering, so I'd rather him do it than I learn it. So yeah, I've got a bit too much to learn it, and he picks it up just like that. So he loves doing this kind of stuff. I've actually sent him 2 Xboxes. I'm actually about to send him another 2 Xboxes, send him 2 Xboxes, 2 4 clock caps. So yeah, that's me for this week. What's Up Wednesdays? Stay tuned for this week. Hopefully I have a few pickups for not too much. Last week was pretty intense. So this week I'm kind of going a little bit chill and not getting so much. So yeah, stay tuned for then. But until then, we'll see you guys later. Have a good day.